Floor checks are what I feel to be my best contribution. I love floor checks. They work all the time, every time. They work the same. My discovery of this was when I started using them. First I used them in small groups, then larger groups, then larger groups, and then eventually over probably a 10-year period as I was developing them, I did them in different cities, all as I was presenting. And literally they worked the same every time, in small groups and large groups in cities all over the United States. So then I knew I had something that was solid and that was yielding consistent results. The first one I did was the feeling floor check. And I started it because I had a trainee who was such a good man and working so hard to help his population. And he came to group one day, to training group, just despondent because he was now being given 30 to 35 people in a group. All the budgets had been cut, and he was supposed to give them a therapeutic experience. And he didn't feel he could. So we were all crestfallen for him. But later I thought, a psychodrama sociometry should be able to come up with a solution here. So I came to the next group with feelings on a piece of paper, and then one paper always saying others, so that you could write in a feeling if you didn't see it on the floor. And I just scattered maybe 15 feelings all over the floor and started asking criterion questions. Now, it was so creative what happened, because everybody put in their own story, their own, what feeling are you identifying with right now? It was the ultimate check-in, because people could go right to the feeling they were having right now. What feeling do you avoid feeling? Well, that's trauma work, because that's an easy entry into trauma work. I don't like it when I feel anxious. I don't go there. Then, what feeling do you not like when you encounter it in someone else? Well, I don't like shut down people because they make me want to yell at them or whatever. But you're starting to get a lot of information about how feelings work in your life and in your past and your present. And another thing you're learning how to do is you're developing emotional literacy, because you're putting words on the feelings as you experience them. And that is the language we all need in order to get better. It's a new language for many. But how to describe a feeling, how to talk about it, how to then listen calmly as somebody else describes their feeling, all this is a part of floor checks. And you can do floor checks in a group that's a small group. I have done them in a group that was, the largest was a group of 1,000 people. Not all of them were on their feet, but probably 700 of them were. And it worked the same, because what happened was that rather than share it so we can all hear it, which you would do in a small group, people could connect and share around the feeling they'd chosen. So anyone who was standing on anger could share with each other. Anyone who was standing on grief could share with each other. On shutdown, on joy, on peace, they could all share with each other. And, each one teach one. The connecting of people with like issues is of great import in recovery. It's of great import in healing. So that's how floor checks work. I like them immensely, and they're very easy to train people to do.